Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuwah and the truth. I'm going to be continuing on with our lessons. We're on video lesson number 4 of Will I Remember? The Truth Will Set You Free. We are on Hebrew Phonology. This is the way, walking it. Yashayahu, Isaiah 30:21. Hebrew Phonology, the study of the sound of the Hebrew language. Yahuwah tells us through the prophet Zephaniah that they have done violence to his Torah. They bent his language, and he promises to restore it. Zephaniah 3:9. For then I shall turn to the peoples a clean lip, so that they all call on the name of Yahweh to serve him with one shoulder. Yashayahu 52:5. Those who rule over them make them howl, declares Yahuwah. And my name is despised all day continually. To Yahuwah we sound like we're howling. A wise man once wrote how the truth is rejected by opinions. Men like the opinions to which they have been accustomed from their youth. They defend them and shun contrary views. And this is one of the things that prevents men from finding truth, for they cling to the opinion of habit. Guide for the perplexed. Moses ben Maimon. Rambam 11:35 to 12:04. I know you're hot. It's okay.
Yeah, she's hot.
Okay. Transliteration Hysteria. Transliterating transfers the letters of a language to another, preserving the exact sound of the original language. People don't know what's happened or why when they see Abraham spelled Avraham or Ibrahim. This Hebrew name begins with the letter Aleph, the letter A. The first two letters are A-B, not A-B. Eber and Emmanuel both begin with the letter A-N, which may be rendered as an E or an A, depending on the word. Often Eber and Emmanuel are erroneously spelled Iber, I-B-E-R, and Emmanuel, I-M-M-A, annual. On the internet, people are spelling the city of peace, Yah, Y-A-H, Rushalem, R-U-S-H-A-L-E-M. He does this whenever his dad leaves. Okay. And making up names like Mar, and then Y-A-H in capital letters, and many others. They hear Yara, which means shoot, or Yerak, which means moon, and falsely perceive the sound of the name, so they insert Yah into the word. The confusion of Hebrew continues as if there are aftershocks from the mouthquake at the Tower of Babel. That's a very, very good way of putting it. The first two letters of the city of Jerusalem are Yod Resh, not Yod He. Yet teachers are spelling it as if the name Yah is in the word. All this confusion is from a combination of reasons. Hebrew Iberit should be understood as the language or speech of the man Eber. Yahuwah's word refers to Hebrew by the term Iberit. As teachers attempt to teach Hebrew, the original Hebrew script is often ignored entirely, and they use the Aramaic script while calling it modern Hebrew. The Aramaic script was inherited from Babel in the day of Nehemiah. commonly known as Nehemiah, yes. Okay, NIQQUD vowel amendments are not inspired. Teachers use vowel marks invented by the Masoretes to cue readers how to sound the vowels in Hebrew words. They claim these symbols invented in the 8th century are necessary because Hebrew has no written vowels. But this is entirely false. The Hebrew letters give us our vowels, defined as letters that are soft and have no hard sounds in their use. The name Yahuwah is written in 4 vowels, Yod, He, Ua, He. Uttering the name was forbidden during the Babylonian captivity. Look at what was added in the 8th century. Masoretic vowels, Aramaic letters with NIQQUD marks. This is not Hebrew. I'm going to be trying to shorten my videos down to between like 5 and 8 minutes because I feel like people would watch the entire video and I don't want people to miss stuff in this book because this covers a lot of important information. Okay, the language is Hebrew, but not the script. The marks seen around the letters were invented around the 7th century to avert the sound of the letters. The vowel marks are intended to stop the proper utterance of the name, cueing the reader to pronounce Adonai in place of the actual name. They admit this is so. To utter the name aloud was, and still is, considered blasphemy. But the use of the NIQQUD distortions are the true blasphemy. This is confirmed by the fact that in 2008 a papal bull was issued that forbids the name Yahweh in worship, song, and prayer. The reason they give for this prohibition is to honor the long-standing tradition to never pronounce the ineffable name. Hebrew has no letters like our modern V or W. The 6th letter of the Hebrew is heard in the words like Abinu, Yuakira, Dawid, Yusuf, or Daoud, Yusuf, and the phrase Hallelujah. The Hebrew letter intended to sound as U became the Greek upsilon and retained the same original shape in the ancient Hebrew. The letter W, which is two V's together, appeared in the mid-1400s by typesetters, molding a single piece of metal type with 2 Latin V-shaped letters to save time and space. The V shape is the Latin form for our current letter U, and was not the Ashkenazic sound for V we know today. Hebrew was pronounced just fine based on the written letters alone. Languages such as German mixed in with Hebrew, Yiddish is a word meaning Jewish. At 2 Kings 18, the language of the Yahudim is referred to as Yehudith. The Assyrian speech is referred to as Aramite. And to finish off this lesson, I'm going to be teaching about the letter A. The Hebrew letter Aleph became the Greek Alpha and the Latin letter A. If we open a conversation about Hebrew phonology with anyone trained in the rules and traditions of the Masoretes or Yiddish influences, we may hear explanations about the 2nd letter Bet having 2 sounds, producing Abraham for Ibrahim. Both sides of such a debate feel the other is mutilating the language. Yet the Arabs have not altered the Hebrew name at all. They had no internal vowel mark specialists, nor were they expelled from their lands to live among foreign language groups that added sounds that were not used in original Hebrew. The Arabs speak Hebrew names and other original Hebrew words very well, such as Yusuf, Ibrahim, Miriam, Asha, Ali, Amina, Yitzhak, Yaqub, Abba, Malik, and even the name Yishmael. For those who appreciate how Hebrew once sounded, the Arabs have preserved much. This question came up concerning the validity of ancient Hebrew research. Can you name a Hebrew or Aramaic scholar that agrees with this? Lou's response. You may be referring to scholars who rely on Masoretic marks, NIQQUD marks. These symbols cue a reader to pronounce vowels as suggested by those symbols below the words. They use Aramaic script because that's what they were taught is modern Hebrew. Many repeat the claim that Hebrew has no written vowels. Are these the scholars you are referring to? And then the next teaching in my next lesson, which will be video number 5, will be on Yeshua or Yashua. Yahuwah is not an Egyptian moon deity. Jerusalem, IR plus Shalom or Yerushalayim. Shua and Shah, Ua and or Vav. There's only one name of deliverance. It's Hebrew. And I think that I'll keep that lesson short because those few things go together. Okay. I hope you all enjoyed the lesson. I'm going to be trying to shorten them up so that you guys get more value out of them. I love you all. Baruch haba Hashem Yahuwah.